Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Deadly Spark and welcome back to Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator 2. Now today, we are doing Romans versus Medieval. We've done this a few times before, and as usual, the Romans have some reinforcements because there's not as many Romans. Um, they got Spartans and Persians on their side, so the ancient Greece are backing up the Romans this time. They've got archers and generals. They got a full complement of archers, like 100,000 and 10,000 generals, whereas here they've got only uh, 50,000 archers because they've got 10,000 catapults, which is a huge thing. Um, so, there is less on this team than there is on this team, but this team has catapults and lots of them. Will it be relevant? Who knows? It's gonna be a valley battle, so we'll find out in a moment. So I'm gonna start now. So I'm gonna go down here for sure on this side. But yes, let's begin. Oh, that is the wrong button. There we go, and there they go. So where are they going? Yep, the Mongolians are definitely pouring down that side, which makes sense. Um, But as you can see, it looks like footmen are quicker than Romans for sure. Romans are some of the slowest units that we've got here. Looks like a bunch of units are going down that way too, which is interesting. The medieval forces have multiple avenues of combat, which means they will almost certainly have the advantage when it comes to this fight, just simply due to the fact that they'll be able to they'll be able to get their full army down in multiple directions, and only one direction. This army only has one direction to travel down, and look how slow they are. They're all getting crossed up. The Spartans, however, are leading the charge and doing the work in trying to get to an established line. And they're going to have to go up against footmen, which are notoriously bad. That is another thing that isn't necessarily in the favor of the medieval forces, is they've got less units, and some of those units are footmen. Like 100,000 of them are footmen, whereas these have Persians, which aren't great, but they're better than footmen. Look at them all waiting in a line up there. And the first clash has begun. We've just missed it, but it won't be the end of the world. And it seems like it's right at the center point, right about where I wanted the battle to begin. But there is significantly less Spartans than there is footmen. But the Spartans are significantly better, as you can see by the way they've already pushed. And that will give time for the Romans to catch up. But you can see in the distance the Mongolians on the way. And the heavy knights are going to be flanking from the other direction. So this beginning is hugely important to establish dominance from this side, while they're going to get flanked from both directions. Look, there they are already. You can see some of them over there. And that whole force, look at that. The catapults are going to be in sooner than I expected, because they've gone even further around from a fourth spot, which is huge. Then again, this is a much wider valley down than what they've got here. So the initial battle, in theory... Oh, they're going up. In theory, the initial battle should be a victory for the Romans. They need to establish themselves quickly, or else this will be a losing battle. I'm surprised those units are going up. I'm actually going to investigate what's going on here, because clearly they've decided this way was the fastest, and then they've gotten further away and now have actually committed. It seems like this is also just a bunch of footmen too. No, they're heavy knights. The heavy knights, interestingly enough, going up the hill here, and some footmen, that's not going to be advantageous for them in the slightest. Um, but it seems like they realized that halfway through whatever they decided. Yep. As I suspected, the build-up looks like it's a bit more significant for the Romans, and that is gonna do them do them well. I don't know how they stack up against the Mongolians specifically, but they have now arrived into the picture, so it's becoming a bit more even. As the Spartans still hold the line at the front with Romans behind, and they're mincing the footmen. They better be hoping that the heavy knights are gonna start coming through pretty soon, but I don't see a single heavy knight as of yet. Oh no, I lie. There's a couple. I was just going too quick. No, there's a couple. There's quite a few actually that I just completely breezed by, but not. This is about where they are. There's some Mongolians too, but there's not a whole lot. The strongest force at the moment here is there. Oh, and the catapults have arrived. This is actually huge. This could change the game completely, because the generals are what are really going to be the big news for the Romans, but they were tucked in with the archers, and not only that, but the archers, they're all the way up here. Oh no. This is going to change the complexion of the game. They've all poured over to attack this small group, so it wouldn't surprise me if they start coming up this direction. This could be an interesting turn of events, that's for sure. Those catapults are going to start putting in the numbers though. Where are all the archers at? They're all back here. I don't know where the generals are. I don't know if we'll see a single general this whole video, to be honest. out of a million soldiers to spot 10,000, not gonna happen. Well, it's 500,000 aside, but you know, I mean, yeah, the game has changed. The catapults have arrived, and look at that. There's no archers yet, though. But the catapults are gonna absolutely wipe out everything if they don't do anything about it. And there's not really much they can do about it because of the way. Look at that blood. He's gonna change their pathing to go up. I don't know what made those others path up. That was definitely confusing, because there's definitely a bunch here that are a lot closer than they were before. Yeah, this isn't currently going well. So what we're going to have to do... I think this is team 1. Nope. We'll just tell, like, that whole contingency to, like... to move down here. Down here. What? I'm pushing the wrong buttons, aren't I? Yep, down there. Just cause. It'll give more of a dynamic nature to the fight. Interesting. This is apparently a way down. Yeah, look at this. They did all the hard yards getting themselves into position, but there's only so much really they can do at this point when there's catapults raining down on their parade. Team 2 is definitely struggling. Wait, they're Team 2. Huh. Fair enough. Team 1 had that much. I don't know. I'm trying to remember my numbers. The footmen are actually doing a lot better than I expected, but I think it's in part due to this corridor of catastrophe. I mean, there's no way that the Romans are gonna win at this rate. I thought maybe that like this would be different, but I wasn't expecting the catapults to just speed run the valley. They've absolutely filled it. Oh, there they go. They've diverted. And actually a huge amount of soldiers are going over there on their own. I mean, I hope that changes some things. But this battle certainly is a loss. And that's pretty much it. Look at this. I mean, it's just they've got their ranged units, like they've got full access to their ranged units already. It's not something I considered, like just how drastically having more options would be. But it's been a huge detriment to the Romans. I think like best case scenario, like they need to. There's no way they can go that way. I don't know if it will work. Why are these team 2? I thought. Anyway, if I do this, what happens? Maybe I can do that. Will they go there? I don't know if that will do anything of significance, but we got to try something. We got to help out our Romans. The numbers are still fairly even at the top, though. Interestingly enough. What's going on over here? Not good things. Wow, that's a lot. This is actually a really cool spot to have a battle. We're gonna watch this battle for a bit. Apparently, so team 1 is losing a bunch of numbers quicker than team 2 is losing numbers. But isn't this up here team 2? Yeah, up here's team 2. And they're getting beaten. Like, much more comprehensively, and yet they're losing numbers slower. I'm confused, game. You like mixing up your numbers? Are you drunk? Or are the Romans actually like clawing back the lead? It seems like unless this whole battle is like a huge victory for the a resounding victory for the Romans, for whatever reason, like they're just winning by a mile in this corner, even though it looks like it's going really badly for them. I mean, I guess everybody's falling down the mountain, but this just looks like it's a loss for the Romans, but they're clawing back the difference in numbers. Unless something drastic has happened over here. Am I like... Yeah, cause yeah, team 2, but this is a complete victory for the medieval. What the fuck is going on here? What are you doing? Oh no. The Romans are broken. Yeah, this is team 2, so... I feel like I'm like getting something like horribly like mixed in my head. Like, but the team 1 is losing units faster than team 2, even though team 1 has absolutely comprehensively destroyed this region of the battle. And look like they're losing. There's something... Team 1 must be dying in numbers in a stupid place. Their deaths here, like... Is Team 1 just dying in like a corner somewhere? Like, I need to know. Because it's throwing my brain through a loop. It still doesn't look like a victory for the Romans. Actually, no, they are pushing. Oh, they've got archers here. It makes sense. They're raining death. No, it makes sense. This is definitely victory for the Romans in this spot of the battle. There is barely any archers here. There's catapults. Oh no, there are archers down here. But they're not as effective in the low ground. So maybe this is where the difference in the battle is being made. I mean, Team 1's losing now. I don't know how it happened. Like, it has to be this bit of the fight. Like, that's all I can think of, really. It's like a two-front fight now, where the Romans are winning on one front comprehensively, and the medieval forces are winning on the other side. I mean, they've tons of catapults here too. I don't know, what are the medieval forces doing wrong? Is it just that many archers has that much of an effect? I mean, with the archers going this way, this is probably where the generals are too. So there is a chance that like the Roman generals like came to this part of the battle. Yeah. There's a general. I wasn't expecting to see them this fight, but I see some. The generals are on this front. If they tumble down the mountain, they'll probably still have the health to keep fighting. Wow, this is definitely the coolest bit of the battlefield. Look at that. There is a lot going on all at once. Even archers are tumbling down the mountains. There's some Romans running back up the hill to attack the enemy that they're fighting. Jeez, look at all these soldiers out of nowhere. I need to bag up. Oh, this is definitely thumbnail material. I need to like properly set up a battle on this bit of hillside. Just seeing the battle on this bit of hill where units can be falling down at all times is extremely fun and satisfying to watch. That is an interesting spot to have chosen to die. This is a more interesting battle than the one, but we got to check the other battle because that is part of the video. Let's have a look. We did fix the pushing problem. The Romans are now pushing into battle. There are still a bunch of footmen alive. And there are a bunch of units falling down. There are still tons and tons of catapults, which actually can fire from back there. Interesting, I don't know what happened here. Units must have fallen down for whatever reason. Units are still coming down from there one by one to join this part of the battle. I mean, this is just the coolest bit of the battle. Why wouldn't we just keep watching here the whole time? It also makes it look like the Romans are just winning. I mean, I still cannot believe that the Romans are in the lead. I mean, there is a whole stream of catapults coming this way too, and they're still winning. Like, it's not like, it's like the other direction, except they're being driven. Look how many catapults are here. Like, there is no way that the Romans should be winning this, but they aren't losing. And I can only assume it's because the catapults can only fire up so high. I'm at a loss. Look at all the catapults down here. This should be a resounding victory. Let me see what it's like to be a catapult from here. I don't know, I hit one target. I don't know where I hit though, because I couldn't tell. Look, some of the catapults can hit all the way up here. Look at all these units that are just flying up one by one. Oh my god, look at the catapults. Some of them are just overshooting by miles. Look at that. So it kind of makes sense. There are catapults that are just absolutely missing. I don't know how they're missing so bad though, and where they're firing from. Firing from down here, I guess. Let's see how that... Oh, that's the wrong button. Yeah, no, the... Team 1's losing forces faster than Team 2. There's still so many catapults. It's gonna be the doom of the Romans. They're gonna like kill everything else, and the catapults are gonna be like, we gotcha. Now they're only drip feeding in from the top. Oh my, there's still so many. How there's still so many? How? That's I'm not going... Team 1. Yeah, okay. I'm not going crazy. But how is this more units than that? Unless the real-time strategy mode is fucked up. There's still so many units. And I don't understand. How many units are in this bubble? That's right. I sent an entire chunk of the army over there. For no fucking reason. Are they actually being attacked? Okay, we have to do something with that bit of the army. Okay, you lot, go down there. Are they actually gonna go down the cliff? Because that would be fucking hilarious. No, it looks like they're going back to the group. I don't want them to go back to the group. I want them to go over there. There. Wait, no, they're going down. They're going down the cliff. Why did that suddenly make them decide to go down the cliff? Let me up. They actually were going down. No, down. Keep going. I didn't know that was a successful maneuver that you could achieve. You gonna start doing it again? Please? No, why? Why? Why are you still running to the old marker? Why? Stop! You guys are idiots. Down here. Please. Thank you. We're playing God with these armies and trying to make the Romans win. And they're somehow fucking doing it. And I don't know how. How's this battle going? Honestly, it doesn't look like they've made any progress up the hill. Look at all the units that are pouring this way now for some reason. Is it because units just keep falling from up there? It's hilarious. And how's the cool, awesome, epic battle going? The ultimate epic battle. It's going still. It's about the same point. Like, it's not really been much progress on either side. They're about stuck in the middle. It's still an epic battle. That is definitely, I don't know, balanced, I guess. I can't tell who's winning. I mean, to me, it looks like the medieval forces are winning, but the scoreboard doesn't say that. Interesting. Okay, so it looks like the Persians didn't last long. It is unfortunate, but some are still going back the other way. Bruh. Are they just going down at a different spot? Oh no. Some of them are still going the other way. Oh no. They're confused. Oh, it's distracting them. They're running interference. Oh, they're attacking from down here. Yeah, the Persians are running interference. How is this like still like even? And I don't know. They're holding the line, sort of, not really. But part of me really thinks that the RTS mode has gotten everything mixed, and that it's the Romans that are losing, and not the medieval forces. It just doesn't look right. Maybe if I like do this. Come on. Come on. If I do this, and I zoom out, and I go like that. Okay, I've selected a lot of units. Huh? Dude, RTS has got it crossed itself up. I'm selecting Team 2 over here, like this, and it says I selected as many as Team 1's got. But if I go to Team 1 and select it, okay, there's the confusion. The medieval forces are winning. RTS was just drunk. And we can move on and not be confused for the rest of the battle, and understand that the Romans are getting beat. I mean, because that's what it looked like. They're actually running out of forces over here, would you believe it? That or they've ditched. It's still pretty even. I mean, I guess because the medieval forces are chasing the bodies back down the hill. And that's why this is going on for as long as it's going on for. This is still an ultimate epic battle. I mean, we've definitely discovered properly a whole new area to do a battle in that's just awesome, and it's this hill. There's just something about the conflict on this hill that's awesome. Like, neither team is pushing either direction. Like, the Romans get halfway and then they start falling down the hill, and then the medieval forces get halfway and then they start chasing the bodies back down the hill. So they only get halfway each time. And the bodies piling up. At least we're all not going crazy anymore at the fact that the numbers are skewed. Like, we all knew that well, I say that, but I didn't. But we all had a feeling that the medieval forces were winning. It just didn't look like it on the scoreboard, but the scoreboard's just wrong. How's this lot going? Are they frozen in like panic on, you know, not having any orders? Yeah, they're just sort of like, I don't know what the fuck to do. Look at them, they're just waiting. Look at all this force though, that's going this way. They are at least running interference effectively though. They've brought a whole chunk of the army over this direction. They just standing over here too. There they are! Look at them. Them and their little march. Why are they in such a line? This is not time for formalities. What the fuck is going on here? There's no time for formalities. This is a war. It's like an ant trail. Look at them. They're broken as fuck. No, they're running interference. Okay, RTS. You're gonna have to, like, fix yourself. All of you. Attack. You don't have to stick with your lines. Ah, well. Dude, why are you running like ants over here? Look at all these soldiers out here doing random shit. They can't be fucked. Look at them. Like, now we're gonna stand here. What the fuck is going on here? What the... Let's not talk about the Field of Despair. Oh, this doesn't look great either. Just stop looking at it and it won't exist anymore. How's this looking? Still like even? Well, it's not even, but you know. It's like, you know, they won't progress because they're ranged, and they won't progress because they're busy falling down the mountain. Let's see. running out of troops over here, I can tell you that much. Oh my god. Their bodies do be falling. Well, I think this has been an interesting enough battle. But it's becoming increasingly obvious who's going to win. Despite the major confusions and stuff we had before, the medieval forces are going to win. So that means we're going to time lapse until we get to the end, because we want to see the result of this battle, of course. I don't know how to best do this that will encapsulate everything, but I'll keep it at this. And, well, I'll catch up with you when this is a complete loss. Okay, I think this battle's mostly done. There's not many units left. They seem to be standing still for some reason. Attack. I don't know why, but a bunch of units seem to break. This is a interesting change of events that's happened over here, to say the least. It seems like the medieval forces got bored of attacking in this one avenue and decided it would be funny to give the Romans hope by going down the hill and then just waiting for them to come down lower. That is definitely an outcome. Another outcome is this. Okay, there we go. We probably should fix these broken units. How did I get over here? Full attack. There we go. I don't know why these units kept breaking, but those units have come up this way. And Jesus Christ, it's like the game can't handle just standing still for a little bit. Yeah, no, this has definitely gone ways. Many, in fact. Not good ways, but ways. Did I set them on full attack and they're doing fuck all still? There are other directions to run. Oh well. There's no helping them at this point. This battle's practically done and we're just like wading through the broken units. I mean it looks like there's less than... It looks like there's less than what it says there are. They're broken too. Why the... Look. I think we're just gonna call this battle as is because it's very broken and buggy and has like decided to break. So I will thank all you guys for watching. If you like this video, feel free to hit the like button. If you enjoy this content and want to see more, feel free to subscribe and leave a comment down below. My channel's been going through a bit of a rough spot recently, so it would be greatly appreciated if you do subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye. That'll fix those units.